Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Firstly, let's thank to our God Allah, who has given us some mercies and blessings until we can gather in happy place, in beautiful place, without any trouble and obstacles. Secondly, salawat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness, from stupid era to cleverness. Namely, is Islam religion, the true religion in this world and hereafter. The Honorable Miss Halimatul Risna, the Honorable the first keynote speaker, Mr. Lalu Suro, the Honorable second speaker, Miss Amerta, the Honorable ladies and gentlemen. Okay guys, before we going to our seminar, I will introduce myself. My name is Rifka Anissa. I'm graduate of Gadjah Mada University, and now I am a counselor of Gadjah Mada University. Okay, well, as we know, our topic seminar today is mental health. The purpose of this seminar to raise awareness about mental health, reduces the stigma surrounding mental illness, and provide participants with knowledge and practical strategies to maintain mental well-being. Through this seminar, we hope to increase understanding and promote a more supportive environment for individuals facing mental health challenges. I say thank you for all of you guys because have coming in this event. I'm very appreciated because this place every month take the seminar like this, so I'm very happy and very excited and appreciated this seminar. Maybe that's all from me. I say thank you for all of you guys. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First and foremost, let us express our praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has granted us the whole time and opportunity to gather here today for this meaningful seminar on mental health. Without His blessing, none of this would be possible. My name is Halimatul Risna, and I am the founder of Mindful Steps, a youth-led mental wellness initiative based in Beijing, China. Our mission is to support students and young people in developing emotional resilience and healthy coping strategies in their daily life. I'm truly honored to be here as the chief guest of this event. I would like to sincerely thank the organizing committee and the academic team for the invitation and warm welcome. Mental health is a topic that is very personal to me. When I was a student at the University of Melbourne, Australia, I experienced significant stress and anxiety. I found it difficult to open up about what I was going through. On the outside, I looked fine, but on the inside, I was emotionally exhausted. That experience became the inspiration behind the creation of Mindful Steps, because I believe that no one should have to face mental health struggles alone. Taking care of our mental health is not a weakness. In fact, it is a form of strength, awareness, and self-respect. So let us work together to build an environment where everyone feels safe to speak, heard without judgment, and supported in their healing. Once again, thank you to all the speakers, participants, and especially the committee for making this important event happen. Thanks for inviting me today. May Allah bless all our efforts and guide us to a healthier, more peaceful life mentally and spiritually. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you today? Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank the chairperson for inviting me to be the keynote speaker for our seminar today. And I would also like to thank all the participants for coming here to this event where we're going to talk about mental health. Okay, but before we begin our discussion, I would like to introduce myself first, even though the chairperson has already mentioned my name before. So once again, my name is Lalu Suro Dwi Hidayatullah. people call me Shura or Uya. I am a psychologist and I graduated from Harvard University. I would also like to share the reason why I chose maintaining mental health amid academic pressure as my topic for our seminar today. Let me tell you a story. So back in high school, I had this friend of mine. He was always laughing, always cracking jokes and smiling. But suddenly, he stopped coming to school. He didn't answer any of our phone calls, never replied to the messages, and there was no news about him whatsoever. At first, we thought he was just being lazy, but this went on for more than 2 weeks. So eventually, the school counselor went to his house to check on him. So the next day, he finally came to school. So we asked him a bunch of questions. We asked him what he had been doing, what had been going on. And we were so surprised when he told us that he was struggling with anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts, which had made his life very difficult and miserable. And that was the moment when I realized how important it is to keep our mental health stable, which is exactly what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. So let's begin by understanding what mental health is. So according to the World Health Organization, mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. This means that mental health is not just about the absence of mental illnesses, but it is also about how well we are functioning. Are we able to handle stress? Can we maintain good relationships? Are we motivated to learn and grow? If the answer is yes, then that means that we are in a good state of mental health. Mental health also affects us in so many ways. It affects how we feel, act, and how can we relate to each other. So if you want to live a happy life, you need to have a healthy life, a healthy mental state. So next I will talk about where academic pressure usually comes from. The first source is overloaded assignment and frequent exams. So when a student receives too many assignments with tight deadlines, it can become too hard to keep up. And with constant testing and exams, it also adds to the pressure, which leads to the student feeling overwhelmed and feeling stressed. Secondly, high expectation from others can also contribute to this. Sometimes the people around us expect us to always succeed and to get the best of the best, but that is while it seems they are believing us, like they're believing our capacity, but if it becomes too high, it can add a lot of pressure to us. And next is academic competition. While competing with your classmates can be motivating at times, but if it becomes too intense, it can lead to jealousy, the feeling of inadequacy, and unhealthy comparisons. The next one is poor time management. Some students find it difficult to divide their school life and their personal life. Without good time managing, their tasks can pile up, their deadlines can be missed, which of course can make their stress level to increase. And the last common source of academic pressure is overthinking about the future. So many students worry too much about their career and life after school or college. While preparing for the future is not bad, but if you worry too much about it, it can make you feel anxious and it can also make you less focused on the present. So, if you want to have a good mental health, you should definitely avoid all those sources. But what if you already have a bad mental health? What would happen? Well, if you left your mental health unmanaged, it can lead to so many bad things. Here are some of them. The first one is chronic stress, insomnia, or eating disorder. So constant stress can wear down your body and mind because it can lead to sleeping troubles, changes in eating habits, which can of course lead to long-term physical and emotional issues. Secondly, a student with a lot of unmanaged stress may lose their interest in their academic, which of course can result in their performance to drop, which then leads to more stress. So this is a very dangerous cycle, so you definitely don't want to get caught in this situation. The third one is excessive anxiety or depression. Long-term academic pressure can cause so many mental health issues like excessive anxiety or depression. This may include constant panic attacks, constant sadness, and the feeling of hopelessness. And the last negative impact is social withdrawal or isolation. So when a student feels that they are too overwhelmed by the pressure that they can get from the outside world, they might start to avoid social interaction with anybody. They might start to isolate themselves from the world. They think that by hiding from the world, they can avoid getting any more pressures. And they hope that by doing so, it can improve their mental health. But this is not correct because isolation can never improve your mental health. In fact, it can worsen it because human beings cannot live by their own. And oh yeah. So those are the negative impacts of unmanaged stress. So after hearing all this, you might be wondering, what can you do to avoid getting all these negative impacts? Well, thankfully, there are some strategies that you can do. The first one is by managing your time. Some students may think that by doing everything all at once in one day, they can save some time, and they think that it's a good time management. But this is not correct because not only it is difficult to do, but it also puts a lot of burden on you emotionally and physically. And some students may think that they can do whatever and whenever they want. But this is also not true because if they do so, they can miss their deadlines and forget their assignments. So what is the best thing that you can do to manage your time? Well, you can start by scheduling what you want to do, by planning what to do and when to do it. Next, you can also set your priorities to identify which things that are more important and which things that are more trivial. You can also break these tasks into parts to make it more manageable. Tools like apps, notebook, and a simple to-do list can also help you do these methods. By managing your time well, you can also improve your mental health. The next one is relaxation techniques. By taking a short walk or practicing deep breathing or doing yoga, you can improve your mental health because it can reduce your stress hormones and make you feel more balanced. The third one is to do positive self-talk. Now, as simple as it may sound, positive self-talk can have big impacts on the speaker. So instead of saying, I cannot do this is too difficult, it is impossible for me to do, you need to say, I can do this. I will show them what I got. I will try my best, and so on. By encouraging yourself with supportive and kind words, you can build your self-confidence and resilience. So you have to remember to always replace self-criticism with self-compassion. The next thing that you need to do is to seek support. Many students that I have met feel like they have to keep their feelings and troubles to themselves. This is especially common among male students. But this is not good because nobody should bottle up their feelings to themselves, regardless of the gender. You need to talk to someone, you need to talk to a friend, a family member, or even a counselor. By sharing what you're going through, you can lighten the burden that you have, and you can also get a new perspective in life. The next one is to avoid perfectionism. While it might feel it is satisfying to see that your work is done so perfectly without any mistakes, it is not possible to do all the time. So instead of worrying and considering what is the best way to get the best result, you need to start doing instead. Now, I'm not saying preparation in advance is bad. What I'm saying is worrying too much about the result can halt your progress. So it is okay to make mistakes because no one is perfect. And you have to always understand that progress is always more important than perfection. And the last thing that you can do to maintain your mental health is to live a healthy lifestyle. Living a healthy lifestyle can improve your mental health because a healthy body can support a healthy mind. You can do this by eating nutritious food, getting enough sleep, and so on. So, next I would like to talk about how to create a supportive environment. So, first of all, you need to understand that mental health is not a personal responsibility, but it is a community effort. So you cannot do it by your own. You need help from each other. So how can we do it? Well, first of all, you need to understand the importance of emotional support from others. By having someone who listen and care about us, it can make big differences. A simple kind word or just hanging out with someone can make that someone feel less lonely. So if you have any question or if you disagree with anything that I said, you may raise your hand. Yes, you sir, with the brown shirt.
Okay, thank you for giving me time to ask you some questions. You said that earlier, you said that students should seek support, right? But I disagree because I think that not every student feels safe sharing their feelings to other people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you sir for giving your opinion. And I agree with your opinion because not everyone can have someone that they can trust with to share their feelings, but that doesn't mean it can stop them from doing so. So if you don't have anyone that you can trust, you can always seek support and help from our God, Allah. So every time you finish your prayer, you can start sharing your feelings with Allah. Or if you have any other religion, you can also start making a diary. It is a good thing that you can let out your feelings to something else. I hope this can satisfy your curiosity. Okay, thank you very much. Are there Are there any more questions? Yes, you sir, with the green jacket.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me time to ask you some question. And my question is, in your presentation before, you said that male students are more likely to hide their own feelings and troubles. What makes you think that?
Okay, thank you for your question. So the question is, why male students likes to keep their feelings for themselves? So it is not always has to be the male students. It can be men in general. It can also be present in boys, because in our society there are some stereotypes that said men have to be strong and have no weaknesses. So some men in the world might be afraid to share their feelings because they might get branded to be a weak guy or a weak man. But this is not true because we are human beings. We're not a robot. So we are bound to have weaknesses and vulnerability. So I think it is okay to share our feelings to others because it is also beneficial to ourselves. So I hope that answers your questions, mister. Okay, thank you very much. So are there any questions? Okay, so if there aren't, I'm going to close my presentation today. Once again, thank you very much for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today? Are you guys feel happy? I hope you have a nice day. Alhamdulillah, first to be Allah has allowed us together here today. I'm thoroughly honored to be here as one of the speakers in this seminar. Thank you to the committee for the invitation, and thank you all for your presence. Before we start our discussion today, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Amartha. I'm from Italy. I graduated from Seoul University of South Korea. Today, we'll be sharing a few talks about mental health, and then I hope it will be beneficial for all of us. Okay, what is mental health? Mental health is defined as a state of emotional, psychological, and social well-being that affects how we think, we feel, and act or behave. It plays a crucial role in how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices throughout our lives. Mental health is really important to every stage of our life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. It enables individuals to cope with the stress of life, realize their abilities, and then learn effectively and contribute to their communities. Next slide. Okay, what is emotions? Emotions are complex and subjective feelings or emotional reaction that individual experience in response in internal or external stimuli. Emotion can be positive, such as happiness, joy, or love, but sometimes emotion can be negative, such as sadness, anger, and fear. Next slide. So, taking care of your emotion in a healthy way involves self-awareness, regulation, and positive coping strategies. Next slide is develop healthy coping mechanism. The first one is engage in cycle activities like exercise, yoga, and deep breathing. Engage cycle activity can help keep your thinking, learning, and judgment skill sharp of your age. It can also reduce your risk of depression and anxiety and help you sleep better. The second one is practice mindfulness and meditation to stay present. Cultivating present moment awareness involves practicing mindfulness and meditation. Second one is practice mindfulness and meditation to stay present. Cultivating present moment awareness involves practicing mindfulness and meditation. Start by setting aside time. Set time each day to focus on the present. Pay attention to your breath, notice your surroundings, and be mindful of your thoughts and feelings without judging them. The last one is use creative outlets.
In the hustle of daily activities and lecture, it's easy to neglect the importance of our mental health. However, taking care of our mental well-being is crucial for living a happy and fulfilling life. A powerful tool for maintaining your mental health is creativity. At Better Balance Psychiatry, we understand that finding a creative outlet can be therapeutic, producing tranquility and inner balance, like art, music, or readings to express emotions. Okay, next slide is build strong social connections. The first one is talk to someone you trust when you feel overwhelmed. When you're feeling overwhelmed, whether by stress, emotion, responsibilities, or unexpected challenge, you can talking to someone you trust can be one of the most powerful and healing steps you can take. What does it mean to talk to someone you trust? It means opening up to a person who respect your feelings, listen without judgment, and keep your confidence and wants the best for you. This could be a friend, family member, teacher, or lecturer, a counselor, and or mentor. Anyone you feel safe and comfortable with. The second one is surround yourself with supportive, understanding people. To surround yourself with supportive, understanding people means building relationship with those who encourage you during hard times, celebrate your wins, big or small, accept you for who you are, listen without judging, make you feel safe, valued, and respected. These people can be friends, family, mentors, teacher, lecturer, or even a support group. Anyone who genuinely wants the best for you. The last one is don't hesitate to seek professional help if needed. It means that if you're struggling with your thoughts, emotions, or mental health, it's okay. And even important to reach out to a professional for help. This can be a psychologist, counselor, psychiatrist, therapist, school, or college guidance counselor. The next slide is maintain a healthy lifestyle. The first one is priorities sleep, as rest affects emotional stability. Sleep isn't just downtime. It's an essential process that helps your mind and body recover, recharge, and maintain balance. It's various, but generally, teenagers from 8 until 10 hours per night, and for adults, from 7 until 9 per hour per night. Next, eat a balanced diet to support brain health. Your brain needs fuel just like your body does. And the food you eat plays a big role in how well your brain function every day. A balanced diet helps you think clearly, concentrate better, feel more emotionally stable, and maintain good memory. The last one is limit substance that can affect mood. Certain substance can have a significant impact on your emotional well-being, while they might offer temporary relief or stimulations. Over time, they can disrupt the brain's chemistry and negatively affect your mood, energy levels, and mental clarity. It's important to limit or avoid this substance to maintain emotional balance and mental health. Next slide. Next slide is cultivate positive self-talk. The first one is challenge negative talks and replace them with realistic and kind ones. Challenging negative talks and replacing with realistic and kind ones is an important part of maintaining emotional health and building self-compassion. Negative thoughts are automatic, unhelpful ideas that pop into your mind often critical, judgmental, or pessimistic. For example, I'm such a failure. and then no one like me. That talks can harm your confidence, increase anxiety or sadness, and make problems seem worse than they really are. Okay, the next one is celebrate small achievements and progress. Celebrating small achievements and progress means taking time to acknowledge and appreciate that the little steps you take toward your goals. Rather than waiting only for big milestones, it's an important habit that helps boost motivation, confidence, and emotional well-being. Why it matters? The first one is build momentum. Recognizing small wins keeps you moving forward. Every little success is proof that you're making progress. Second one is improve motivations. You can celebrating your progress reminds you that your efforts matter, which encourage you to keep going, and especially during tough times. The last one is be patient and compassionate with yourself. Being patient and compassionate with yourself means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would up over a friend, especially during difficult times or when things that don't go as planned. Next life is seek help when needed. Uh, you can taking care of your emotion is a lifelong process, and small daily action can make a big difference. Okay, set boundaries and reduce stress. The first one is learn to say no when necessary. You can say no if you don't want to help anyone, and then the second one is take breaks from work, social media, and negative environments. And then the last one is practice time management to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Practicing time management to avoid feeling overwhelmed means organizing your time wisely so you can handle responsibilities without unnecessary stress. It helps you stay focused, prioritize tasks, and create space for rest and balance. Okay, thank you for your nice attention. If you have a question or opinion, just raise your hand, guys. Okay, with Black Pasmina, come on.
Okay, thank you. My name is Hidayati. I disagree that rest or vacation alone in enough to cure mental disorder. Thank you.
Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate that. I know taking a break or vacation isn't the solution for everyone, but in many cases, it's enough to help heal or at least stabilize your mental state, especially if done consciously and supported by a positive environment. There is any question? Okay. Thank you for your nice attention. Thank you for the question or opinion. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.